Amaranth Nightwish. So, I want to give y'all another character. This character is going to be a little different from the ones from the past, because I want to spotlight, again, a whole plethora of characters. Now, eventually, everyone's going to have a spotlight. Amaranth Nightwish comes from Solecism. And he's a member of Period. He appears in Volume 2 of Solecism. And he grew interested in Period and decided to join them. With the abilities he seemed to have from the start, he rose up to the ranks, leaving him as the second in command of the group. His relation with Gallagher Godspell and the trust he carries for him left the rest of the gang to not think much of it due to his detached personality. Behind closed doors, they are as close as brothers and thick as blood. They have each other's back through it all and would risk it all for each other like true brothers. Few in the group have suspicions about him due to his mysterious personality, but they trust Gallagher's words and follow him as need be. He is calculating and practical in battle, using his abilities simply and wisely without regulating the amount of energy and time depending on his target. He picks and chooses his battles with great consideration and accuracy that revolves around the dimensions connected with the space and time of the circumstance. Dude is realistic, persistent, ambitious, practical, and stubborn. Born Silken 230. He's an interesting character despite the fact that he has limited time. In terms of abilities, he can, how do I put this? He uses a feather to slash through time and space. He can slash through the fifth dimension just by pointing his feather. And he was able to do this when his targets were outside of time and space. He can also slash through the 11th dimensions, and he can attack your consciousness, soul, and essence, and negate regeneration with this. He can regenerate. Sincere used probability and unweaved him from time and space on a quantum level. Unconsciously, Amaranth was able to figure out the equation to the omega point and return from the metaphysical state of non-existence. He also has enhanced speed. He was able to have an entire fight in 0.005 attoseconds. And if you would see what he did, you'd understand how serious it was. And not only that, his special ability, the particle in a box, which is also known as the infinite potential well or the infinite square well, through mere observation, it was deduced that Amaranth is able to move in a small space surrounded by impenetrable barriers. Through this, it would be as if he were a ball trapped inside a heavy box with the ability to move at any speed within the box, and he is no more likely to be found at one position than another. However, he can never have zero energy, meaning that he can never sit still. Through manipulation of spatial nods, he may never be detected in certain locations. Inside the box, no force can act upon him, as he is a wave function still inside the box, oscillating through space and time, with the same form as a free particle. It's funny because this box, ironically, that he's in, literally is infinite in dimensions. So, despite the fact that it's considered small, which acts on the principle of Solecism, the story, which means error, it's a paradox-like ability. Overall, Amaranth Nightwish is definitely an interesting character, and ironically, he's very much still alive. Definitely give him a look. Check him out. I'll leave the profile below, but just want to highlight this character for this week.
Where are you going? To the art gallery, right? Good. You can find all the things Heir to the Star related at www.heirtothestars.com. And hopefully you can surpass the Ace of Spades while you're at it. Come on.